biggest overhaul of that system in decades. She said the new system would welcome people making claims through legal routes while speeding up the removal of those who had their claim for protection rejected. But human rights groups warned the changes could make the current system worse. Here's Porrick O'Brien.
The immigration system in Britain is broken, according to the Home Secretary today. On Thursday, this programme saw firsthand what broken looks like. A fleet of buses, an army of officials and an Airbus deported just one person.
Our asylum system is fundamentally broken, and we have a responsibility to act. Right now, the most vulnerable are stuck in this broken system with over 40,000 other people. Almost half of these claims take a year or more to reach a decision, costing UK taxpayers over £1 billion each year.
Across the political spectrum, but for different reasons, the majority would agree with the Home Secretary's analysis, which brings us to how to fix it. Because the Home Secretary knows this is a systematic failure. Part of the problem for her, so-called activist lawyers relying on international law and clogging up the system with vexatious asylum claims and appeals.
For those defending the broken system, the traffickers, the do-gooders, the lefty lawyers, the Labour Party, they are defending the indefensible.
The Home Secretary's argument is that too many lawyers are over-enthusiastically interpreting international law and thus clogging up the system with asylum claims and appeals. We asked a preeminent QC specialising in immigration law to watch the speech.
There's a significant proportion of people who have no access to a lawyer even when they're detained.
Like, have you any idea about what percentages we're talking about here?
When available information was there, it was up to about 40% of people who were claimed asylum in detention and they didn't have access to a lawyer.
40%?
Yes.
This week we spoke to a group of Yemeni men due to be deported on this plane under the Dublin III regulation. For most of the men detained in Brookhouse Detention Centre, their first and only contact with lawyers happened 48 hours before their scheduled deportation. Last-minute contact, which meant their deportation was delayed. Here is one disturbing account of what deportation night feels like in a British detention centre.
صراحة يعني الوضع مرعب جدا أخي. يعني الناس عم بتذبح حالها، يعني عم بتقطع نفسها، اللي بيضرب راسه بالحديد واللي بيطعن نفسه واللي بيقطع نفسه. يعني إذا أنت ما فيك شيء يا أخي بتخش بتمرض نفسيا، والله تعبنا نفسيا، أنا ما بقدر أنام، بعاني والله العظيم.
The Yemeni men we spoke to agree with the Home Secretary that the system is broken.